Hi, welcome back, my dear students. In this lecture here, we are going to be creating that method that I told you about to find out if the object has any attribute, true or false, right? So we need to create that method. It's very simple, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Now, I'm inside admin includes, and then inside in user.php. All right, so make sure that you are there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go below this return right here just to create another method, and we're going to make this private because we don't need to use it outside the class. So let's call it this one here because that's the one that I told you we were going to be making, right? There we go, just like a function, and we're going to pass in a parameter. Now I want you to guess what the parameter is, right? Remember what we're trying to find out. All right, we're trying to find out if the object has any attribute, right? So the attribute, or the key in this case, right? Because really this is a key, is the attribute right there, right? So now we are going to be using a new function, a built-in function in PHP, predefined already by the PHP makers, that you're going to be loving because it's going to return to us if our class is going to return all the properties of this class right here. Even if they are private, it's going to return everything to us. All right, and this function is called get object vars. All right, and what we got to pass in is the object itself, and the class actually in this case, right? Because we are referring to this whole thing, this whole blueprint. So we can use the keyword, the pseudo variable this. All right, and then whatever we get back, we can save it in a variable. So let's call our variable something like object properties. I think that makes sense. Properties. Hopefully I'm spelling that right. But anyways, so once we have that result, all the properties from the object, then we can run this through another function that PHP also has, which is predefined, to find out if the key exists. Basically, the key is going to be this right here, right? We don't care about the value. We care about the key, if this exists. All right. So if the key exists, which is going to be the property, right? Don't let that trip you off. Then we want to return true or false. So for that, we can use another function called array key exists. All right. Some of you know this. Some of you don't know it. All right. And we're going to pass it in two parameters. We're going to pass it in what we want to find and where do we want to find it. All right. So what we want to find here, if the attribute exists in what? Where? Can you guess? Should I put it or you got it? All right. All right. I think you got it. So if it does exist here, all right. So hopefully you get what I'm trying to do right here. So if this attribute, right, exists in this array, all right here, then we're going to return true or false. So let's go ahead and return this. All right. So now up here, you remember when we did this if statement right here, all right, this is going to return true or false. And if returns whatever it returns, then what we're going to be doing is assigning that value to it. All right, we're going to assign the value to this object property. All right, so that's going to automate a lot of our really tasks that we are doing here. All right, so we're going to make some use of that up here in these methods. All right, so later on the next lecture, we're going to continue improving this class, and we're going to make this very, very cool. But anyway, hopefully you're understanding this. If not, don't worry about it because I'm going to recap all this. I'm going to go over again and when we finish building it. All right, but you can go back and rewind the lecture. That's a great thing about video, that you can rewind it whenever you want, and you can do it 100 times until you get it right. And that's what I recommend. Write down the code that I'm writing right now because that's going to help you understanding a lot better, believe me. So anyway, thank you so much for watching this, and I'm so excited to see you in the next lecture. Take care.